We're ready for 149 pounds. Brent Metcalf, Lance Palmer. And there's Brent Metcalf, NCAA champion 2 years ago, runner-up last year, two-time Big Ten champion. He's a senior. He's meeting a three-time All-American, Lance Palmer. They've met 4 times throughout their college careers, with Metcalf winning all 4 meetings. Metcalf defeated Palmer earlier this season 3-1 on February 19th, and here we go.
You know, I tell you, I'm impressed with both these young guys. Just, you know, it takes a lot just to get out there. The mental part to be able to wrestle each other, because these two guys are really, you know, top-notch athletes, and they work very hard. It's just the idea you got to go out there and hold up and just apply your style, and whoever does that, like I said, is probably going to be able to win the match. There's been some close matches here.
Both coming from powerhouse high school programs. And there is Metcalf in on the single.
Well, he held it too long, but because it gives him that opportunity. You know, he needed to pick that up and boom it down in a hurry if he wanted to get it, because this guy's flexible. This guy is real flexible, and he's hard to get there. So you got to do one big move instead of 5 or 6 moves. But that doesn't mean he can't get it, but it wears on you a little bit. He's got to come up and knock him out a little bit and take him over.
Well, I will say this about Lance Palmer. In the weight class, there's very few people that can keep up with Brent Metcalf's strength, his endurance, and Lance has showed glimpses where he can do that in the match, and so I'm impressed.
Well, he's having a hard time getting that. You know, who's wearing out who here, you know? I don't know if you can get wear out, but at the same time, you know, it's not that easy. Take him down. This guy, you got to go up to the knee if you want to take him down and get you closer. There.
2 for Metcalf. He goes out in front.
He got a bigger bite. You know, when he took that bigger bite, that's when he had it. He probably could have got it on the initial move. Palmer did a great job of hand control and running out of there. That's why that edge of the mat is good, the way we have the rule.
1-point escape for Palmer. Palmer out of the Cleveland area, St. Edward's high school program. Metcalf from Davison, Michigan. Lots of Division I wrestlers come out of both programs.
He represented St. Edward High School in Lakewood, Ohio, where he was a 4-time Ohio High School state champion.
Both of these wrestlers, 4-time state champions.
You know, and Metcalf's got some moves that he can score in a hurry on too. He's got a good double leg that and a good high crotch that he can shoot and score.
Wrestle here, guys. Wrestle. Let's go. Action.
With Metcalf winning a 6-2 decision.
Metcalf, a 2-time NCAA finalist, NCAA champion 2008, vying for his 3rd straight Big Ten championship. 31-0 this season. He just dominated All-American Frank Molinaro of Penn State 12-3 in the semis. There's Tom Brands, his 4th-year head coach. He was his head coach at Virginia Tech, which he chose first when Tom Brands was there, and then transferred to Iowa when Tom Brands took over the Hawkeye program 4 years ago.
Well, it seems to me like he's kind of getting into the tie-up mode more instead of not shooting like he did, because that shooting opens up opportunities. Metcalf.
There's the end of the first period. When you look at Lance Palmer right there, he avenged one of his losses this year. He beat Wisconsin's Kyle Rochelle 2-1 to advance to the finals. He'll now get the opportunity to avenge his only other loss, which came to Metcalf.
He's got that leg in, but he pulled it to him. He got to pull it away from him there. He's doing it a little bit. Now he's starting to get that off, but I'm not sure what they're going to do here.
Palmer starts out on top, puts the leg in. They come to a stalemate. Head official is Pat Fitzgerald.
You know, Palmer's a pretty good rider when he gets those legs in, and he can control the guy, so it's not like you can get out just immediately at any time, even though Metcalf has, a good set-out position.
Good look at the Ohio State Brain Trust. Tom Ryan, Joe Heskett, in their 4th year.
Got that leg in again. Got that leg in. Got that Far Nelson. He's sliding a little bit high, but he's got some good hooks there. He's got him flat on the map.
You don't see too many people breaking down Brent Metcalf, and this is good solid riding. He's got his hips down, he's keeping his head up and staying behind the elbows and the arms.
I tell you, when you put those boots in, they call them, they put a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah.
And he's actually, working pretty hard there.
Building up some riding time. Pat Fitzgerald calls There's Tom Brand, Pat Fitzgerald, the head official from Edmond, Oklahoma, business owner.
Ohio State was complaining about that call. There's no action, nothing was going anywhere. But Palmer was working, and he had worked hard there. So they were complaining that they wanted to. And he keeps.
Palmer's going right back to what's working here, and that's throwing a leg in.
That's a warning green.
Warning green.
What do you think of that call, Dan?
Is that an automatic call when they stand up from the bottom?
I think it's like, depends on whether the legs in or are the legs in or not.
I think it's kind of a judgment call there, because I think Palmer's been aggressive with the legs. He's not just trying to hold on here.
They called, it was Metcalf that was warned.
Oh.
Really doing a good job of controlling Metcalf in the top position, putting those legs in. And Metcalf has a possibility of getting him right here and pinning him right there. But at the same time,
holy cow.
Wow, I'll tell you what.
He readjusted, didn't he? He settled back with his ankles.
You can't really, there's the 1 point, but he's got riding time. He's got a minute 33 riding time.
Palmer rides Metcalf. He has a minute 33 riding time. He's down on the scoreboard 3-1 to Brent Metcalf. There's Tom Ryan, the head coach for Ohio State. His wrestler trails, but just came off an impressive minute and a half of riding.
Well, I think a lot's going to depend on whether Metcalf wants to keep him down and get those 33 seconds off there. But at the same time, it probably doesn't matter, really.
There's the end of the second period. We start the third period now. Palmer will go down. Metcalf comes on top. Metcalf has been warned for stalling.
It's going to, if he gets out there, it's a tie match right now. If he gets out within 33 seconds. And Palmer's hard to ride. Comes up with his butt, but it's one of those things, and he's been warned. So, if you get a guy there and you can't take him back to the mat, you're going to have to let him go. Did a good job lifting and riding, and he comes back up again.
Palmer's missing an opportunity here to get that escape,
Well, I think he might be baiting him a little bit to try to get that stall call when he's on his feet, too, because, referees don't know how to call that as well as they should sometimes. Whether it's the guy really working, is he trying to take him down, or is he just holding on? That's real crucial. See, because he's getting right up in that position right now.
I'd be looking for a little more hand control, but here we go.
There's no points yet. That's the thing. He locked his hands. He locked his hands. And Metcalf locked his hands.
And that stopped riding time at 1, but we're still in the riding time.
Right, still in the riding mode. So now it's the same thing.
Yes.
So they give 1 point for locked hands. No points, no escape.
They didn't give the locked hands.
They're asking for the escape too, Coach.
No, he didn't get the escape.
But that's what they're asking for, coaching staff.
No, because he had to. I think he had to. You have to watch it.
Yeah, you're right. They're thinking it's an escape as he rolls through here. They're going, that's one for an escape right there.
No, well, they didn't get the escape there. You got to wait and see if it's a reversal. You got to wait and see if it's a reversal.
3-2. The point was called for.
It was a correct call, but
Ask him, Tom.
they're going to call it tomorrow.
One point escape. It's all tied up. And Metcalf back in on the single.
But he allowed Palmer to come up around. So now it's going to be a tough situation. And he left his leg back. Palmer's got it.
We're creating angles here, and Metcalf's going to probably try to duck that ankle here in a second. Here he goes.
He's got his ankle.
He's getting ready to dig. And Palmer's
coming up with it. Look, now it's Metcalf. Now it's Metcalf. But I don't know. I think it's a tough situation. It's a really tough call. They can't call it.
He's still got the leg. We got plenty of time left, though, so.
He's got to blow it. He's got to hang on to it because it's neutral. They got to blow the whistle, or Palmer's coming up in a little bit. Metcalf's on his back, and it's a reversal, and he's on his back, and he gets 2 and 2 and 3. Unbelievable.
An amazing finish, Coach.
Wow, that was an amazing finish.
Lance Palmer, your Big Ten champion, after dropping 4 straight matches to Brent Metcalf. He finally wins in the 5th try, and he's Ohio State's first Big Ten champion in 2010. Lance Palmer, the 3-time All-American, first time Big Ten champion.